Alrighty, what's up, folks? Welcome in. This is BabyNation.com. Welcome back here to the video, guys. Welcome back to our NBA Week 21 predictions. I know we're already here is insane. Anyway, last week coming off of I think this is actually a record I had before in previous weeks. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But anyway, we went 33 and 19 last week, bringing over a record to 570, 288, which is outstanding at this point of the season. And we have 8 undefeated days, which means we picked up 1 undefeated day last week. Let's see if we can go ahead and pick up another one here. That would be awesome. Just 2 away from my goal for the season's 10. So let's go ahead and get it there. But like I said, guys, if you guys have rolled with us all season long, I really do appreciate it. We will be back here for the playoffs. Hopefully we can get a picture or something like that going into playoffs. Something like that. So I really do appreciate y'all support. Make sure to hit the likes and subscribe button. I really do appreciate y'all support and love. And yeah, make sure you join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. And yeah, like I said, this channel is free to subscribe. So if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure to hit the like, hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop into the picks. A lot of good games this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so kicking things off here, we got the Monday slate, and the Monday slate is pretty short, just like last week. Anyway, starting things off here, we have a really big game here. We have the Sixers at the Cavs, and this is actually a game that's really close, and the only reason we're saying this is because of the standings wise, because both of these two teams are so close and identical in the standings that this game just becomes serious. Like I said, we're not at that point of the year that we do need to start talking about playoff basketball. This is one of those games that we need to be talked about. But anyway, in this game here, like I said, I think this game is big for both teams here. However, I will pick the better team to win it here, and I do think that's Cleveland. But I will say this, Cleveland is, Philadelphia is missing a whole bunch of players. They could be without Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George in this game. If that's the case here, then Cleveland should be able to win this game hands up. Cleveland wins. Now we got Memphis at Brooklyn. First of all, this game sucks, okay? I don't think anybody's going to watch this game, okay? This one's sorry. Anyway, here, I did have Memphis winning this game, actually, originally, but I think I'm actually going to change my pick here. I was going to go with Memphis, but I think I'm actually going to take Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn finds a way to win it. It'll be a close game regardless, because like I said, both teams suck. It's kind of like hard, both teams that just hard to pick because you just don't know what you're going to get out of these two teams, but I'll go with the home team. I'll take Brooklyn to win this one to squeaker. Next up, we got Denver at OKC. Why does it always feel like Denver always plays at OKC? Like, I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, here, I do think this game will be a close one. I know Denver is getting healthier, but playing OKC in OKC is not an easy task. I do think that Denver's going to stall here a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Denver would have won it, but I want to pick them here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take OKC in an absolute thriller that ends like in a game winner or a game winning 2-pointer by SGA or something like that. I don't know, but it's going to be close, but Thunder wins. Next up, we got Golden State at the Jazz. Listen, this is another one I originally changed my pick. I was originally going to go with the Warriors to win this game because deep down I was thinking like Warriors have the better bench, they have the better depth, Warriors should be able to win this game. But, however, I am going to take the risk here and I am going to take the Jazz to win this game. This game is at home and they're playing against a very inconsistent Warriors team who is just very in and out. I think the Jazz at home can prevent some challenges. Remember, this is a Utah team where they play their best. They play their best basketball at home. I think they can get the upper hand here on Golden State and win the game. Give me Utah. And finally, last but not least, here is another tough one to pick here. But anyway, here on NBC, we got New York going into the Clippers. Like I said, another tough one to pick here. I think this one could go either way, but I think I'm going to take the Knicks to bounce back here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers would have won because the Clippers are at home. And like I said, they're playing phenomenal basketball right now. So I can definitely see the Clippers winning, but I'm going to go with the Knicks. I think they find a way. I think they bounce back here over the loss against the Lakers. Anyway, guys, I'll flip this over to the Tuesday slate here. We got Memphis taking on Philadelphia, and this slate is pretty busy. Anyway, here I'm going to take Philadelphia to win it because I mean I don't think it really matters in this situation how injured they are. I think they should be able to walk away with the win here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did lose this game. I'll go Philadelphia. Next up, we got Detroit at New York. Next up, we got Detroit at Brooklyn. Listen, Detroit had a really bad week last week. They went 0-4 and they lost to two teams that, or at least they got their ass whooped by two teams I wasn't even expecting to. And this was one of them, Brooklyn. I think Detroit's going to bounce back this week. I'm not falling this week. I don't know how Detroit lost to Brooklyn. I don't know how that happened. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. Anyway, Detroit, they'll get back on track this week and they'll beat the shit out of the Brooklyn Nets. Next up, we have Washington at Miami. Miami, I will say this about Miami. Miami's playing a little bit more conservative. Like they're playing much better basketball. They look like they want to have. They look like that team that wants to succeed right now, or possibly even higher in the standings. And I'm respecting, man. I'm picking Miami to win this game. I think Miami's red hot right now. I think they go out there, they get the job done. I'll take the Heat. Next up, we have a Peacock game here between the Dallas Mavericks and the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know the status of Cooper Flag. Is Cooper Flag coming back? I don't know. I mean, that's not going to change that's not going to change my pick here. I'm still going to pick Atlanta regardless because Atlanta's kind of like on that same situation as Miami is. They're both trying to fight for that 6th seed. So I kind of expect Atlanta to be on their A game. It's kind of watching Miami games. So I am going to expect Atlanta to win this game. Next up, we have a good one here. We have Toronto going into Houston. If I'm being completely honest, I do not know how this is not a primetime game because I think this game is going to be a lot of fun here. Anyway, I'm expecting back and forth action here. The game is in Houston, so I am gonna take the Rockets to win here. Oh, hold up, I forgot to put the screen. Anyway, back to what I was saying, I am gonna take the Rockets to win this game. I do think it'll be a close game. I do think Toronto can prevent some challenges, but I'm gonna go with the home team here. Rockets are at home. That would be a big deal about this game. Houston wins. Next up, we got Phoenix at Milwaukee. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Bucks have actually looked pretty rough. I know they got Giannis back, but they still look pretty rough. They look like they can't even win a game with Giannis right now. And the Phoenix Suns, they're doing whatever they can to get into that top 6. I know a couple teams are sliding, like the Lakers, the Denver a little bit, but they're trying to do what they take to get out of that playing spot. And I do think Phoenix is like on that verge. So I'm gonna take Phoenix to win this game. As a Lakers fan, I want them to lose, but I just can't pick the Bucks. I just can't do it. Based on how the way they've been playing recently, I can't do it. I'll take the Suns. Next up, we have an amazing game here on NBC. There we go. Now we have a really good primetime game here. We got the Celtics with Jason Tatum back, playing against the San Antonio Spurs in San Antonio, which I can see Jason Tatum's return being its first loss here. And matter of fact here, I am going to take the Spurs to win it. I do think this will be Jason Tatum's first loss of the season. Listen, San Antonio is just a different team. That team playing in San Antonio, that team is just tough to beat, man. I love Wemby. I love watching that whole team. I think this game will be one of the better games I think we've seen of the year, but I'm going to go with the Spurs to win this one in an OT shootout. Next, we got the Bulls at the Warriors. I don't know. I really don't know about this game. I think this one could go either way. Actually, I think, and it's just not like I don't care about the game. I do care about the game. I think it'll be a good game. I just don't know who to pick. I'm gonna go with the home team here. I'll take the Warriors to win this one, I guess. But I don't have a good reason to pick either team here. Next up, we have Charlotte at Portland. Another very interesting one here. Charlotte's actually been losing a couple of games. I know they've been winning too, but they've been a little bit losing as of late. Portland's actually been winning games I don't really expect them to be winning. But I am gonna pick. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Charlotte to win this game. I'm still running on that Charlotte train. I just believe in Charlotte. I just really do. I think they've been playing. I think they've still been one of the hottest teams in the league ever since the All-Star break. And I think they're still on a push. I'll take Charlotte. Next up, we got the Pacers at Sacramento, and I'm gonna take Indiana to win this game because I do think Indiana has a little bit more star power. I mean, you still have Pascal Siakam on your team. I mean, you still have Mathurin. You still have all of these. Actually, no, he's with the Clippers right now. But the point is, I just think the Clippers have a little bit more star power than I think Sacramento has to offer. So, in that reason, even though Sacramento's at home and they can win, I'm going to go with Indiana. Next up, we got the Wolves at the Lakers, and I'm pretty sure this is the last game of the Tuesday slate here. I'm trying to, yeah, it's the last game of the Tuesday slate here. This game starts at 11 o'clock, which is absolutely bullshit. Anyway, here, as much as I want to pick the Lakers here, something's telling me that Minnesota's going to kick our asses, just like they did in the playoffs just a year ago. But I am gonna take the risk. I am gonna pick the Lakers to win this game. The Lakers have actually been playing pretty decent basketball the last couple weeks, so I'm hoping that we can continue to play that passion. If we can do that, we can win. But something's telling me Minnesota's gonna win this game. Something's telling me I'm gonna be wrong. But I come on, Lakers, prove me wrong. I'm picking you to win this game, but be careful. All right, and now shake things over to the Wednesday slate here. Starting up here with ESPN basketball, we have Cleveland going into Orlando. Both teams wearing their City Edition uniforms here. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna take Cleveland to win this game. I just think Cleveland's just a better roster team. And I think Orlando's disabilities on offense is really gonna cost them here because it's gonna be really tough guarding D Mitch and James Harden. It's really gonna be hard to have, especially when your offense is like that. So I do think this is gonna be a close game. Orlando does have really good defense, but I'm still gonna take Cleveland to win this game. Next we got Toronto at New Orleans, and I'm gonna take Toronto to win this game because Toronto is the better team. I know New Orleans has been playing a little bit better as of late, but they're still not on that same level as the Toronto Raptors. That is a hell no. I think Toronto, a focused Toronto Raptors team will come in here. They'll get the job done, trying to protect that 5 seed for right now. I think they'll get at that. I think Toronto will win the game. Next up, we got the Knicks at the Jazz, and the Knicks have actually been losing a lot of games as of late. And they dropped the back-to-back games here. They dropped like that game against the Lakers. This recording, I have no idea what they did against the Clippers, but if they drop that game too, and I do think they could be more motivated to this game, and I'm gonna take the Knicks to win it. I mean, if the Knicks do lose to the Clippers, which I can see happening, I am gonna pick them to win this game, and I'm gonna be more comfortable about it. But regardless, my pick is the Knicks. Next up, we have a great one here on ESPN. We have Houston going into Denver to play against the Nuggets. Nuggets wearing those Mile High City Edition uniforms. Well, not City Edition, but Mile High City basketball uniforms. I think they look great. I think it'll be really good here on ESPN. This is a big game here also for the West standings. Right now, I think this game means more to Denver than it does to Houston. So I am going to give this game to Denver, especially with this game being at home, especially with Denver getting more healthier. I do think the Nuggets are going to come out here and get the win, especially if they do lose to OKC. Next up, we have Hornets at Sacramento. I believe that Charlotte should be able to get the job done here. It shouldn't really be a lot to take down the Sacramento Kings, but at the same time, we've seen the whole time this year that stuff can just get unpredictable these days. Hornets don't make this harder than what it needs to be. Next up, we got Minnesota at the Clippers, and this is a very tough one to pick here. And it's just a game that I just don't know what to pick. It could go either way here. Something was telling me Minnesota's going to win this game on the road because Minnesota's actually been really good on the road this year. But at the same time, the Clippers, they could be a dominant team. Maybe Kawhi might beat them up. At the same time, I can say that Anthony Edwards might beat them up. I'm going to take the Wolves here, actually. I'm going to take them on the road here. It's going to be a close game here. I'm expecting a squeaker, maybe like an OT type game. But if this game does get the OT, and I don't know Kawhi Leonard's clutch as well, I'm going to trust Ant-Man in this situation to get it done. I'm going to take Minnesota in a fascinating game. Now kicking things over to our Thursday slate here, we have the Philadelphia going into Detroit, which is an awesome way to begin this mediocre schedule on Thursday here on Prime Video to kick things off. I'm gonna pick Detroit, man. I mean, they're the home team. They're playing with some really good basketball right now. In Detroit, like I said, I think Detroit's gonna try to even though I do think Philadelphia's playing a little bit better basketball right now, but I think Detroit, I think this is their week to focus up. I think they'll go back to what we've been seeing all season long. Last week was a bad week. I do think they beat some good teams here, starting off here at Philadelphia, who could be injured. We'll see, but I'm going with Detroit. Next thing here, we got Phoenix going into Indy. I have to pick the Suns to win this game. I just think the Suns are on a mission. I mean, I want to pick Indiana. Don't get me wrong. I want to pick Indiana. If the Suns do lose this game, I will be more than happy to admit that. But I just can't do it. I got to go with the Suns. Next up, we have Washington at Orlando, and yeah, I mean, as much as I want to pick Washington to win this game, I'm not going to. I'm going to pick the Magic. The Magic are just 10 times better than Washington as a whole. But I don't want to say that like a guarantee. You know, I don't want to take that like I'm taking a shot at Washington. I'm not going to. I'm just saying that I just think that Magic defense is just going to limit them to like 80, 90 points. Now we got Brooklyn at Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta. I mean, I don't think Atlanta would lose to Brooklyn, but I can definitely see it because Brooklyn's actually been pulling off a couple upsets of late. So if they pull off this one, I wouldn't be as shocked like they did against Detroit just last week. But I'll go with Atlanta. Next up, we got Milwaukee at Miami. I think I'm gonna take Miami. I don't know. A lot of people tell me the Bucks are gonna win this game because the Bucks are actually pretty good in Miami throughout the years, but I'm still going to pick Miami to win this game. Like I said, Miami's on the surge. I don't know what Milwaukee's doing. Like I said, if Milwaukee was really on that playoff run, they're really going to have to start that like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago because they were so back in the standings that I just don't think they were going to be able to catch up. And like we've been saying earlier, Miami is on a mission right now. I'll take the Heat. Next up, we got Denver at San Antonio. Just another game. I just don't know what to pick. I can see this one going either way. San Antonio, Wemby versus Jokic. I cannot wait to watch this game. I think like I said, there's another game I was probably expecting to be a primetime game, but somehow it's not. But I'm gonna take the home team here. I gotta go San Antonio. Just another game I really wanted to pick Denver to win, but I just can't do it. In San Antonio, that place is going to be tough to play at. I'm going to take the Spurs to win this game. It'll be a good game here, but I'm expecting San Antonio to win it. Give me the Spurs. Now we have Boston at OKC. Just another game I just do not know what to pick. By the way, I'm expecting this also to be one of the better games of the year that we watched because these are two phenomenal teams going at it. Number 2 in the East, number 1 in the West. Like I said, there's nothing you can get out of this, and this is a primetime game, which makes things even better. But and there's a very good chance I'll go live for this game. But I'm gonna take OKC to win this game at home. I could go either way though. But like I've been saying, with games like these, when both teams are just so good, it just feels like you have to go with the home team to win it. This game was in Boston, I probably would take the Celtics, but it's in OKC, but also I'll lean with the Thunder. Next up, we got Chicago at the Lakers. I mean, I don't want to give any credits to Bulls. I don't want to overlook this. Like I do think the Lakers should win, but I'm not going to overlook the Bulls and say like this is actually like a guaranteed win. You guys know what I mean? But I do think the Bulls have actually shown this year that they can compete. They can compete with any team. I just think that they will hang around. But I'm not expecting to win the game though. I'll take the Lakers in a squeaker. I don't know. This one can go either way. A blowout, a close game. I don't know what to really predict here because it's the Lakers. I'll say it's a close game, but LA wins. Now we got Dallas at Memphis. Just another game. I just don't know what to do here because I just think that both teams are just really questionable. I'll go home team. I guess. I guess Memphis wins. I don't really have a good reason to pick either team here, but if you want me to pick somebody, I'll go with Memphis. All right, ladies and gents, and kicking things off here with the Friday slate, we have Memphis at Detroit to start us off. Yeah, I'm picking Detroit. I'm not gonna pick. I know I picked Memphis just to pick a go, but I'm not gonna pick them to go on the road and be the best team in the East. No, Detroit wins. Next up, we got the Knicks at the Pacers, and this game is really on Prime Video. I was not really expecting that because I know it's the Eastern Conference Finals rematch, but just look at the two teams, just the way they've been playing. I mean, I think this pick is pretty obvious too. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to pick the Knicks to win this game. I'm not really expecting anybody to pick the Pacers to win it. I'm just not expecting it. Knicks will go out there, they'll do whatever it takes, they'll dominate, they'll win the game. Give me New York. Next up, we have a tough one to pick here. We have Phoenix going into Toronto. Just another tough one to pick. And in a game, I can just see it going either way because both teams are kind of in the same situation. They're trying to make that playoff push. I gotta go with the home team. Like, games like these in situations, I gotta go with the home team, man. So if this game was in Phoenix, I'm probably gonna go with the Suns to win it, but it's at home. It's in Toronto. I'm gonna trust the Raptors to get it done here in a squeaker. It'll be a good game though. Next up, we got New Orleans at Houston. I do think Houston is supposed to win this, but like I said, they're kind of like the Lakers and Bulls. Like the Rockets are supposed to win this, like the Lakers are supposed to beat the Bulls. But at the same time, like I can't really fully admit it that that's actually going to happen. But I am going to pick it to happen because it should happen. There's no reason not to happen. So I'll take the Rockets to win it. But just like I said, it has the same scenario as the Bulls and Lakers. And now we have Cleveland at Dallas. I mean, like I said, one team is on the playoff push, the other one is on a tank bowl. I will take Cleveland to win this game in a dominating fashion. They'll go to Dallas and they'll whoop their ass. Now we got Minnesota at Golden State, which is just another game I just don't know what to pick because both teams are just heavily inconsistent. That the Warriors, not Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna go in there and kick their ass, but the Warriors are. Oh wait, did I forget to? Hold up. Anyway, what I was saying is that I know the Warriors are very consistent, not by Minnesota, because Minnesota's going to kick that ass. I said, it's just another game. I just don't think it's going to be close. I think Minnesota's just going to dominate this game from start to finish. But if this is Steph Curry not playing, I just think they'll dominate start to finish. Next up, we have Utah at Portland, and I thought the Jazz, if they're at home, I would give them a chance here, or at least somewhat of a chance. But I don't think the Jazz are really that good on the road. I'm going to trust Portland to get the job done here at home. Plus, the Portland Trailblazers, they have more to play for. They're trying to hold on to that last play-in tournament spot, which I do think that's going to be huge for Portland if they can get it. And I do think they will. They're at home. They're playing against a team that's not good on the road. I'm going to trust Portland to win it. Now we got Chicago at the Clippers, and yeah, I mean, I want to pick Chicago to win this game, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pick the Clippers to win this game. The Clippers are a much better team right now. And it's LA. This is just one of those games I can see Kawhi Leonard going off for like 38, 40 points. It's cool because I just don't think the Bulls defense is gonna have an answer for him. And now kick things moving on to our Saturday slate here. We got Brooklyn at Philadelphia to start us off. I mean, I gotta go with Philadelphia to win the game. I think this game could actually be closer than what people think, but I just think at the same time, especially if the Sixers are still banged up as they are right now, but Philadelphia should be able to win this game without or with their starters. Now we got the Bucks and Atlanta, and I'm pretty surprised that this is the primetime game. Not saying that it's the best game. Well, I guess you gotta have this game on primetime because you gotta at least have somewhat of these guys on. Anyway, here, I mean, if you guys just watched a couple weeks ago, I don't know if it was last week, but Atlanta kicked the shit out of Milwaukee when it went into Milwaukee. So I'm gonna trust Atlanta to protect home court and win this game in Atlanta. It'll be kind of a turnaround. The Bucks find a way to win this, but Atlanta, like I said, Atlanta just kicked their asses. It's just literally just a week or a week and a half ago. I do think Atlanta should be able to do that again. Next up, we have Washington at Boston. Another game that's just randomly on NBA TV. I don't know how that's possible, but it is what it is. Anyway, here I'm expecting an ass whooping. I do think the Celtics should be able to kick the shit out of Washington. They should be able to do whatever they want to against Washington. No matter get in the paint, score from 3, they'll do whatever they want. The Boston will do whatever they want, and they'll win this game by at least 25 points. Next up, we got Orlando at Miami. Another tough game to pick. Why is there so many games that are tough to pick this week? I think I'm gonna go with Miami. This is a big game here for the standings though, but I think I'm gonna go with Miami because both of these two teams like neck to neck in the standings. I think these two teams actually have the same record as I'm recording this, so I do think this is gonna be really big for standings. But I'm gonna go with the home team here. Like I said, I trust what Miami is doing right now. I don't like Orlando's offense, and I do think the Heat's offense is really good. I'll take Miami. Next up, we have Charlotte at San Antonio. Very happy that Charlotte gets a primetime game. I am so happy about that. I've been begging for that. Now, am I going to pick them in this game to win? Probably not. I know I've been picking them recently, but I'm not going to pick them this time. I'm going to take San Antonio to win this game. I just think San Antonio is going to be a lot. I just think San Antonio is the better team. And with them being at home, I think that's going to have out well. I'll take San Antonio, but I do, if Charlotte, hear me, I want you guys to win this game, but I do not expect that to happen. Now we got Denver at the Lakers here on ESPN. Like I said, this is another big game for standings. If the Lakers win this game, I'm pretty sure they will have the tiebreaker. I mean, I think the Lakers do have the tiebreaker right now over Denver. I mean, I definitely could be wrong. In this game, like I said, I think this game is big both for the standings. Who am I going to pick to win the game though? I'm actually going to pick Denver to win this game. I want the Lakers to win this game, and I do think this game is very winnable for LA, but I just don't think the Lakers are capable of beating Denver. I just don't think it's going to happen. I want it to happen, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And now we have Sacramento at the Clippers, and this is I get that the Lakers and Denver are on ESPN, but I didn't expect this game to be on ESPN. Because this game is going to be an ass beating. The Clippers are going to kick the shit out of them. This game could be over by midway point in the second quarter. Kawhi Leonard might have legs again. He might have 38, 40 points in this game. The Sacramento's defense is not going to have an answer for him. And whatever that does, I think the starters might bench in the fourth quarter, and the Clippers win this game by 30 points. And that will take us to our pretty busy Sunday slate, right? Yeah, actually no, this Sunday slate is actually not as busy as the other ones, which I'm surprised. But anyway, here to begin things off, we have the 1 o'clock game here on Sunday. We have the Wolves going into OKC, the Western Conference Finals rematch. This is a good game, man. I think this one could go either way. It's in OKC, so I'm gonna give OKC the advantage here. I mean that OKC home court advantage is just insane. It just feels like no team can go in there and get a win. I think it will be close. I do think it will win Minnesota will push forward, but I am gonna go with OKC. Now we got Dallas at Cleveland again. That's interesting how these two teams go to Dallas and then they go to Cleveland and then they play again. I mean, not like it matters because I know this game's on NBA TV, but Cleveland should be able to win this game regardless. I mean, I do think Cleveland should be able to sweep. If Cleveland doesn't sweep it, I mean, I do think that's gonna be a problem, especially with Cooper Flag if he does remain out in this game. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cavs. Cavs should be able to wrap this one up. Now the next game we have a really tough one to pick. We got Detroit going into Toronto. Definitely one of the more tougher ones to pick this week. I mean, really going back and forth with this, and I was gonna go with Detroit comfortably because Detroit, like I said, they've been the best team in the East all season long, but they've been struggling as of late. And going into Toronto, playing against a resilient team, I go either way. I'm gonna pick Detroit. I'm not comfortable about it, but I am gonna pick Detroit to win it. I just believe that Detroit is still a really good team. I think they can go out there. I think there will still be a lot of good teams on the road. It will be close, but I'm going with Detroit. One more time. Come on, Detroit. Don't let me down. Next up, we have Indiana at Milwaukee. This is a Miles Turner's revenge game. Do I think he'll get it? I don't know because the Bucks are very questionable right now. The Bucks are not playing good basketball, and meanwhile, Indiana's playing better, but they're still not a good team. God. I'm gonna pick the Bucks, I guess. I don't know. I'm going with the home team here. This game's Indiana. I'm gonna take the Pacers, but fuck, man, the game is just this game's gonna suck. I'll pick Milwaukee. Next we got Portland at Philadelphia, and apparently Philadelphia's wearing those City Edition uniforms. You know, the Philadelphia uniforms. I don't know. When's the last time we actually seen Philadelphia in these uniforms? I have no idea, but it's been a long damn time. Anyway, I do think this game, this pick could really bug me. It just really depends how Philadelphia's health is. If they're healthy, I'm gonna pick Philadelphia to win this game. But if Philadelphia is not healthy, then I'm gonna have to pick Portland to win this game because this is just what this scenario is. I do think Philadelphia's the better team when healthy, but if they're not healthy, then I think they're gonna get their asses kicked. Next up, we have Golden State at the Knicks, and then the Knicks are another team that's just really suspicious as of late. They've been losing a lot of games that you kind of expect them to win. And meanwhile, Golden State is just one of the more inconsistent teams in all of basketball. And this game is on NBC. I'm gonna take the Knicks here at home. I know that during the stretch, the Knicks have actually been pretty well at home, been pretty good at home this year. So I do think they should be able to close this one out. But at the same time, like, this is the NBA. You just don't know what you're gonna get. I'm gonna take New York. And I'm pretty sure this is the last game of the week. I have to check and let me finalize that before you. Yes, this is the last game of the week. Anyway, here we have Utah taking on against Sacramento. And guys, believe it or not, I know how much shit I give to Sacramento saying I don't trust them in any of these matchups. However, I am going to take them to win this game in particular. I do think they will beat the Jazz. It will be a close game. Like I said, both teams suck, but I will take the Kings to win it. And they've been playing a little bit better. I can trust them a little bit. They're at home playing against a team that against one of the worst road teams in the league. I do think they should be able to get rid of business here, and I do think Russell Westbrook will have a good game as well. But without further ado, guys, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up here for my NBA Week 21 predictions. Make sure to hit the like and that subscribe button. Really do appreciate your support. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out of here, get this together, get some watch on time. Appreciate about support. And we'll see you guys next time. This is BearNation.com. Peace out. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next vid.